Hi, welcome. I'm Nan, and my website is seedforsecurity.com. And I want to show you folks what I've been doing with some plants. I started these beefsteak tomato seeds the 28th of March, and here we have April 8th. And as you can see, starting to get second leaves. So that tells me it's time to repot. And I repot in 3x3 pots, and I use a superfine germinating mix. I use the Far brand, and it is a superfine germinating mix. As you can see, it is very, very fine and very soft and fluffy. It has vermiculite and peat in it. Now, here, what I do is I use an ordinary butter knife, and I get underneath the seedling. It's very important to not break the stem. If you break the stem, the plant is dead. If you break the leaf will grow back. Now, to these 3x3 pots, I have already put my germinating mix, and I simply take my finger and push down all the way to the bottom. Put my little seedling in all the way to the bottom, carefully tamping it down, and I use my fingers to pinch it closed. Just keep repeating this. As you can see, once in a while, a cell does not germinate. So, in order to anticipate that, there are some cells that I have placed 2 seeds, so I always have enough. But most of them germinated just fine. So I'll just do another one here. Go underneath the seedling, lift it out very carefully, getting as much of the root and the germinating mix as I can. Push down with my finger all the way to the bottom and put the seedling way down. So we just have the very top of the stem and the leaf sticking out. And then I use my fingers and just pinch. Okay, when I get this process finished, I'm going to fertilize these seedlings. I use Neptune's Harvest, which is a fish fertilizer. It's organic, and it's very, very healthy for the plants. And I fertilize my plants every 3 times that I water. And I don't water until the top of the soil becomes dry. You don't want your seedlings to be distressed. You look at the leaves, and if they're starting to wilt, obviously you've waited too long. So you need to watch your seedlings very carefully. Now over here, I've also sown some basil, some moonflowers, which are a very pretty morning glory, a large white morning glory, and some butter crunch lettuce. And this lettuce will be able to be set out in the garden shortly. Another thing that I want to tell you folks is when I put my tomatoes out, I have to make sure that the frost is finished. So I started these seedlings the 28th of March, and I won't set them out in my garden until about the middle of May. I watch the weather, of course. And when I do set them out, what I do, and maybe I'll do a video then, is I make a little hole in the ground, and I put a handful of wood ash and a handful of very dry chicken manure into the hole and work it right into the soil. And then I put my seedling in, or my plant in rather. And since tomatoes are heavy feeders, they will need to be fertilized again. And when I do that, I will put the hen manure around in a circle without touching the stem, because it will burn it. Hen manure is strong, but it's very, very good fertilizer, and natural, of course. Okay, now I want to show you what I've been doing over here with these plants. I use grow lights. You can use a kitchen window, but your seedlings will become leggy. It's better to have grow lights, and it's very important to put the light as close to the plant as possible. That way, your plant will remain strong. These are California Wonder Peppers. These are our seeds that I grew last year. Germination rate 100%, I'm proud to say. And as you can see, these are a lovely color, nice dark green. They're getting plenty of fertilizer, and they have nice thick stems. Very, very nice plants. Should have a lot of peppers out of those. Put them way back under. And on this side, I have my cabbage and my broccoli. This is Calabrese broccoli. It's open pollinated. I do not sell the broccoli as of yet. I do sell the cabbage. This is early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. Very nice. It's a cone-shaped cabbage. It's a very sweet flavor. And notice the difference of the leaves. See, the cabbage leaves are nice and rounded. And the broccoli leaves are more elongated and kind of scalloped. These are very healthy plants. Nice, dark green, good, healthy stems. These will be set out in the garden shortly. They can tolerate a mild frost. Before I put them out in the garden, I need to harden them. And it's about 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks I harden. At first, I just take them outside and put them on my deck for a couple of hours a day. Keep increasing the time. Obviously, if there's frost, I don't put them out for a heavy frost. For a light frost, like I said, they can take a light frost. If we have a pounding rain, I take them in. You need to protect them at first. I've also started some parsley over here and some morning glories. These are the heavenly blue morning glories. They're very pretty blue. And some borage on the other side. Now borage is an herb that has an edible flower. It's a true blue flower. I may eventually sell these seeds. It's very nice in salads. So that's what I've been doing with my plants. Happy gardening!